Hello everyone, my name is Rainer and welcome back to another episode of Luxury Utopia in Oxygen Not Included. In the last quite long episode, we finalized this sleet wheat farm. It's passive, so these wheat are growing without any fertilizer or water. They're growing by themselves in natural tiles. To do that, we had to cool down this area quite a bit, which we did with the ice, which melted, of course. But yeah, that took quite a long time. We also made a sleet wheat kitchen. So here we will be collecting all the sleet wheat, and I understand now why this is deep frozen. Sleet wheat actually has a different deep freeze temperature. It's 10 degrees actually. So this is actually deep frozen at a pretty high temperature. So that is perfect for this farm, of course. So yeah, we made the kitchen, we made it look nice. So we have a relatively high decor value here to work here. And we made some cooling loops. So this area and the whole sleet wheat farm is cooled down with hydrogen. And we also made a polluted water cooling loop to cool down the kitchen, the transformers, and we're also going to cool down the Bristle farm that we're going to build really soon here. What we also did last time is work on a couple more volcanoes. So we tamed this volcano and we went to here. We found eventually the copper volcano. We all first went to this hot polluted oxygen vent, but of course we don't want that one. But we found the copper volcano and we started working on that one as well. By the way, in the last episode I also noticed that the steel rails that is here, it actually melts on the first eruption. And that is because we have, and that's also going to happen here, we have a vacuum here. So the conveyor rail, which is 100 kilograms of mass, it has a melting point of 2426 and it actually goes to that temperature really fast because this gold volcano erupts at 2600 degrees and that's higher than 2400. So the steel melts, it immediately unmelts, of course. Actually what I can do here, if I remove the steel here, if it melts, I'm just gonna leave it here and then I can reconstruct it. But I need to have a liquid lock to get in here again to make sure that this can be repaired after the first eruption. But I'm not gonna go in this planetoid just yet. We're gonna work here, and here I'm gonna make the bristle farm on top of here. It has to be 45 tiles on the inside, white. So we're going to go until here of the tiles. So let me see, we're gonna make a floor first, like until here it was, I think. Then we're also gonna deconstruct these ladders, and then we're gonna make a lot of doors. But before we do that, of course, we have to first add the radiant pipes. I think I'm just gonna make everything out of lead because we have so much of it. But yeah, we need to have all these radiant pipes in, again like in the farm below here. If you make the radiant liquid pipes or gas pipes first and you make a natural tile on top, then the natural tile will have the pipe inside. So we're going to do that here as well. I'm going to make liquid pipes all the way over to here. Again, we will have 3 layers, so this will be the natural tile layer. We have two spaces for our bristle blossoms. Then we have a layer with the auto sweepers and lamps, and then we have another layer with natural tiles. So the next layer is going to be here, and then again bristle blossom, auto sweeper, and another natural tile layer. I could make those layers a little bit further apart to make sure that the light covers more, but I think I'm just going to do it like this. I'm actually also immediately going to make the connections here. So let me see. I think what I'm going to do is run up here. And then when I come back with the... so we go up here, then we go this way, go up, back here, up. And then this can be, so here we're coming from the right, this can be disconnected, and then this can go down here. And so we are going up here and then jumping back over here. So I can also make the liquid bridge already. And then the insulated pipes are going to go up. Let me see, we have here the natural tile line. we have the two plants, the auto sweepers, and here is going to be the top insulation. So let's also add that already. So these are all the pipes already in. And what I can do actually is, I didn't do that here to make all the conveyor rails and the power cables inside the natural tiles, but I can do that in this case. So let's actually do that. We're gonna make some conductive wire in here because we're gonna need a lot of lamps. Let's just make it all the way until here is gonna be natural, and then here as well. And then this is going to be the top, yeah. So here we can also make them, we don't actually need to make these yet. Just in the natural tiles. These don't need that because we're going to go through the top. And then also we can make our conveyor rails in there as well. Let's make them out of iron ore. We're going to, let me see, we don't need it that far. So I think conveyor rails out of iron ore, it's going to be here because they're going to line up exactly with each other. So we're going to make those over here, go down. I'm going to jump this, and then we're going to go in here. Same for here. We started at this position, so it's going to be like there, and then we're going to go down. So I think everything is now in there. At least the things that are going to be in the background. And then we're going to build a lot of doors and stuff. I'm also going to build some tiles. I guess these two can be normal because I'm going to make a door here most likely. And then we're going to need some insulated tiles on the other side, because this one is going to be permanent. So that's what I'm going to let them do in Havanilios. Let's go to Toxizon, because here we have a couple things to do. First of all, I want to make a liquid lock where we can get in here. I'm going to make this a normal tile, and I'm going to make here a mesh tile so that if we have too much liquid here, it will actually flow back the other side and not run in here. So we can actually make this an amount of liquid that doesn't overflow anymore. So we're gonna empty this like this, and I make a ladder up here. This doesn't have to be at a super high priority. This doesn't have to be built. But yeah, this just has to be done in the background. As a 5 is fine. What is more important is we have a steam engine here, which is cooling down the items from an active gold volcano. But what I forgot to do is cool this steam engine down. So we have to actually get some cooling lines over. So this has to be done at a higher priority. Let's say at a 7. We're going to go up. I'm just going to go through here. And then let's see, we're going to make, this is going to be a little bit sloppy. But it is what it is. Let's just do it like this. I don't want to run too many lines through, so this is going to be the way there, and this is going to be the way back. And I'm just connecting it, and then I should have cooling. I need to have a couple of ladders to reach everything. So let's make a ladder here. That should be sufficient. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can reach those. I need to be able to reach this. So we need to have a little bit of an opening here. And then I'm going to make some ladders right so. Okay, so we have those lines. We also should have a liquid connection here. So I'm going to do something similar here. What I'm going to do is, and this can also be as a 5. Going to go like this, and then up, and then from here we go down and over. Now of course we are going to have some problems reaching this here, so we need to dig also this up. And that way we can get into everything. Everything is a 5, still okay. Alright, so then we have all the volcanoes cooled. And what I also want to do is these conveyor rails. What I'm actually going to do is lead them all into a the same spot, because we are now dropping the refined metals here at 150 degrees, which is actually quite hot. So what I'm gonna do, let's grab this again. Copper ore, we don't have that much. Let's make it out of aluminum. I'm going to drop everything here. So we're gonna make this connection. We're going to make that connection. Going to make a connection like this. Make a conveyor chute here. And then we're also going to grab the stuff that's coming from here. Bring it over, and in there is okay. And then everything should go here. Of course, we have to disconnect this exit. We cannot do that yet because stuff is still coming out, but once we are there, then I'm gonna do that. And I'm going to make a dispenser here so that we can drop the aluminum that's already here down in the water so it can cool down a bit. Actually, saying that, I think what I'm gonna do is lead the cooling water through here to make sure this water doesn't heat up too much, because it is gonna be a lot of metal at 150 degrees that's gonna go in there. So yeah, let's do it like this, and then we cool down this area slightly. One more thing that I want to do here is this area is super cold, so this salt water or brine, whatever is in here, is going to freeze eventually, and of course that's a problem. So what is better is to make a liquid lock here, and that's actually very easy, because what I can do is just make a tile here, and then this salt water will make sure that nothing drops down. Alright, the first layer of liquid pipes is done. So we can start building our doors. And the last time we actually built these mechanized airlocks, which cost 400 kilograms of metal. That was a little bit silly, because yeah, 400 kilograms of raw metals per tile is quite a bit. You can actually do the same with these manual airlocks, which cost half of the metal. So yeah, I'm gonna make these. Let's make a whole nice line of them. They should all be built from the top. And to make sure that that happens, I'm gonna deconstruct these here, because then we can also deconstruct them without having to fear that they are going to build them from inside the area. So like this, it's much better. Alright, that's the last of the doors, so now we can start deconstructing them. Of course, leaving a gap every time. And that way we should have a nice row of natural tiles. Well, except for the... There we go. And this is now 200 kilograms instead of the 400 kilograms here. So we're actually saving half of our raw metals. It's quite a bit cheaper. That's a bit of a shame that we made that mistake, but there's no going back now. So of course, after this first row is in, we have to build tiles to make sure that when deconstructing the other manual airlocks that we also get the natural tiles. The door has to be completely enclosed, otherwise it doesn't work. And here we go, we can already deconstruct these. And this. And that's already the first row done. So that went a lot quicker than the Sleetweed farm, of course. Alright, so that layer is now completely done. So now we have to build a layer below the next natural tile layer. Let's make that as an 8. Igneous rock is okay. So like this. Of course, we have to also make the sides. And I think again we can reach them from the top. I am going to rebuild these ladders here to make sure we can reach everything. Alright, on Toxazon we have now made our other road to the chute here, so we can disconnect this here. This automatic dispenser is not done yet. But once it's done, I'm going to drop all this aluminum down there. In the meantime, we can deconstruct. S05 is okay. We can deconstruct all of this, deconstruct that one. We're not going to use that anymore. Everything is going to go there. These are not built yet, and this is also not done yet. So the steam engine is going to be a little bit in trouble. It's 91.5 degrees, so at 100 degrees it will stop working. So it will not be able to cool down material anymore, or steam anymore. Alright, the second line is done, so that means another layer of these manual airlocks. Make them quickly, guys. And please do not get in here. I guess they maybe cannot reach it from here, which is actually a pain. Alright, well, it is what it is. It is what it is. This is just a one-time thing. We're just gonna have to go through it like this. They do open rather quickly, much quicker than the other doors. So that's a good thing. Alright, in the meantime, all the liquid pipes have been built, and that's in time because the steam engine is now 100 degrees. So this this just got too hot. So what we can do now is just connect this up. That will be the in, that will be the out. And we just add this to our loop, and like this the steam engine will cool down very quickly. So let's see that happen. It's now at 100 degrees, so it really stops working, turbine too hot. And once this water comes through, there we see it, the temperature drops down dramatically, already at 70, 60, 50 degrees, so now it will work perfectly. Alright, very nice. Alright, in the meantime we've built all these doors here, so we're gonna deconstruct buildings as an 8, and here we go. Everything is locked, so they shouldn't go in there, so we can just again deconstruct all of the doors, leave one free of course, so intermittent, to make sure that all of these turn into natural tiles. With a conveyor rail inside and a liquid pipe and a conductive wire. So everything included in one. Then of course on top we're gonna make some more tiles. Oh, wait. Careful, don't destroy our natural tiles. That's... Wait, why did this not work? Ah, I guess this also has to be... Okay, good to know. Let's rebuild this one real quick. I guess it really needs to be fully encased, otherwise it doesn't work, and the same will be true here. So we need to make this tile, otherwise this will not work. So let's build that real quick. Alright, the doors or the tiles are all in, so we can deconstruct the other doors. And once those are gone and we have these tiles, we can start working on the last layer. Alright, time for the last layer. Let's build our tiles underneath again. Make sure to build all of the tiles, because we don't want to make the same mistake again. Alright, this layer is also done. Oh, we have to deconstruct the building still. All of those need to go. Let's make that a high priority. And then I need to clean all of that up as well. Don't want to have a risk that any of these tiles become cracked because there's debris in there. So let's make sure to clean this all up. Alright, everything is cleaned up, and I already noticed that they'll have to walk through all of these doors again, so I'll have to lock them again to make sure that they don't get opened when they're deconstructed. But yeah, these have to be done at a high priority. This is going to be the last row, and then all the natural tiles will be in. And then it's actually pretty quick to close this off, because we just have to get the pips in there. I see that the pips are doing a pretty great job in finishing all of the sleetweed parts here. Let's make sure to clean everything. Let me go to the farming display. Yeah, it seems that the pips are done. All the tiles in here are now sleetweed. So that is amazing. Which means that we can wrangle these pips and bring them over here once everything is closed off, of course. I guess from the right here we can already close this off. No, what I actually can do is I can start building the auto sweepers in here. We're gonna make them out of lead, of course, again, and not at the maximum priority, but that's obvious. And then we're gonna make him the same as below. Keep 3 spaces from the previous auto sweeper. And these auto sweepers can actually also clean it up. Wait, what? Something. This one is wrong. Just saying, something is not right. That one was not correct. And then the same for the conveyor loaders. We're gonna make them, and as you can see, this one lines up nicely. So we can make one there, one there, one there, there, and here. And then we can make the conveyor rail. Just go. Can I connect that? Yeah. So that is nicely hidden. And of course the power. Let's connect that as well. I have to make sure that they don't destroy the natural tiles. I'll be very sad, but I think it'll be fine. And then of course we also need lamps here, because bristle berries need lamps. So I'm gonna make ceiling lights, and I'm gonna make them to the left and the right of each of these sweepers. I'm gonna make them out of iron ore because we have a lot more of that. There's gonna be a little bit of overlap, but yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. And this is the main reason why we need cooling in here, because these lamps are going to produce a little bit of heat. And of course these need to be connected to power as well. So that is the first layer completely done, and this will be copied 3 times, and I guess I just can be back when I've finished all of them. But first I want to make some room here, because we need to bring the pips over. I need to close off all of this space. But I don't want to do that yet before they have everything built. But I want to make a little bit more room for a ladder, a door, and then some extra stuff. The critter thingy. I guess I can make that here. Because this is gonna be the top. Well, they're gonna walk on it anyway, so I can already make the top here. It's not gonna hurt. And then here we're gonna have the ladder. Once this is ready to be deconstructed. And we're gonna have a door here, so I need to have a couple more tiles here. Deconstruct those 2, which I already did. Okay. Alright, the last layer is also in, so we can make all of the auto sweepers now. Everything, actually all of the equipment in here. And actually all of the pipes are in, so we can reroute our cooling loop. Where is my, not the bridge, but the pipe. So let's go this way. Don't make that. Disconnect this one, and now it should just go through there. And yeah, this area is already conditioned quite decently, so it shouldn't be that big of an issue, but yeah. Alright, that's all of the infrastructure in. We have the critical drop-off in here, so we just need to lock this off, honestly. But I want to build this first before I lock it off. And let the pips inside. I guess I do need to have, let me see, can I, where do I have a storage bin? Can I have seeds? I can have seeds in here, so I need the blossom seeds. Okay, I can have a bin in here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a storage bin in the middle, somewhat there. I'm gonna put all the blossom seeds in here. And then I'm gonna drop them again. Okay, let's make this as an 8. I say seeds, blossom seeds. By the way, we had a timer sensor here to lock this door, but of course, if a duplicant is in here, that's gonna be an issue, because he can get locked in here for a whole cycle, which is not good. So what I'm gonna actually add here is a motion sensor. Out of gold. Everything has to be pretty, and I think I'm gonna do it like this, and this way we should see it always. And then we can bring the automation wire over. And this will override a red signal. So now we have to enable this so we get an open door. Alright, everything is in, it's all unpowered, but that's fine. Let's build the last two and then we can start bringing the pips over. We already have all of the Bristle Blossom seeds in here, so we can drop them on the floor and we can start wrangling up our pips. We have two. And I hope Frankie's coming. Okay, great. And because everything is now, let me check again. Yeah, all of this is in. So we can set this now to our, is it edible? I think it's cooking ingredient, right? Sleet wheat grain. And we copy settings to all of these. So all the excess is now moving to here. Okay, that pip is coming over. No, 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 not here. Ay, Frankie. Wrangle again. That was my mistake. My mistake. It was still there. Okay. One pip. Bring him over. And then the other pip as well. Nice. We have two pips in here and they should get to work planting these blossom seeds. We only have 54, which is not enough for this whole farm. I think we need 135 or something. But yeah, we're gonna leave the pips in here for a bit longer until they have growth halted illumination. Okay, yeah, that's of course true. We don't have the ceiling lights installed just yet. So that's the next thing we need to do. We need a couple of mesh tiles. Oh, like this. We're gonna need one here, here, and one there. Then we need to deconstruct. Oh, deconstruct this, deconstruct these and these. And this one can also go. And then we can add in the transformers so we can start giving those plants a bit of light. Here we go, we have light and the bristle blossoms are growing. Very nice. I'm not gonna drop the blossom seeds just yet, but here we have on the edible, I think we have, don't we have them yet? Bristle blossom, it is, right? I don't think we have them yet, so we need to wait until one grows. They take 24 cycles to grow. So yeah, once these are grown, we can start adding them in the conveyor loaders, but they're just not there yet, so we have to wait. But yeah, that's already this farm completed, I guess. Yeah, it's already there. The pips are just gonna go in there, and this is nicely conditioned via these this water. And this of course has a lot more heat capacity, polluted water. So this will be a very, very nice temperature. At the bottom, we are also cooling this down quite a bit. And here we're already at -17. If we're at -18, the first bristle blossoms will actually be deep frozen. And then we can get ready. We have our motion sensor now in here. So if we go to automation, we see that this is green because this is here green. But if we set this to full red, this is closed. And this is going to be like, I want to have like 60 seconds every 600 seconds or something like that. I don't know yet exactly what I'm gonna set it to, but I want to limit the access though so they don't run here for every single berry sludge. Let's go to Toxazon and see what we can finish here. We're finishing the copper volcano. The gold volcano is still dormant, takes 8 more cycles, so we're gonna patch up the steel rail in the next episodes. Here we can still add in a bit of stuff. So we need temp shift plates out of, where is it? Out of obsidian. So and so. We are going to need many things. Let me add in this. gonna go up here. We can dig out all of this stuff. We can reach most of the things. We do need to look out. We have a vacuum here. Yeah, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna leave an opening so we can get through here, because I want to get rid of this ladder. It's a bit in the way. So we're gonna deconstruct this, and that way we can go through here. Actually, I can dig up all of this. Yeah, it's a good thing I didn't dig up this oxalite. This is still a vacuum, and we're gonna keep it a vacuum. Yeah, dig out this here. And then we can start setting up shop here. One thing we cannot do the same as in the others is this conveyor shut off, because it doesn't work here because we have a volcano here. So we have to do it something like so. But we also wanted to have the liquid valve up there. So what I'm gonna do, let me see. Let's just connect it to a timer. I can set this here out of steel. Yep. Then we have a liquid vent there. Then we need the, let me see, utilities are going here. We have the shipping auto sweeper out of steel is going to go here. We need to look that we have one spot. Okay, that's all out. The conveyor loader out of steel will go up. Wait, which side around? We have to mirror that, so it has to go like so. We have another shut off like so out of gold. Conveyor rail out of steel, this one, and conveyor rail out of gold amalgam, the rest. And I might just jump over this one here. Wait, that's wrong. So conveyor rail, hey, where is it? There. So we go in like this, then we go down like that, back here, and then up. Yeah, and then this one also needs to be connected. And then here we can go to the right and jump over this and then go up. I guess we can go all the way up here. Conveyor bridge, like so. And we can build this. Power. Yeah, we need to connect everything. So we need our heavy watt wire. Connect that up, and we have to go to this one as well. Is that the right way around? It is. And then we still need the timer sensor. So let's see where we have room. I guess we have room here. Yeah, that's pretty much one of these spots. No, this spot is needed for the other one. So we set it there. We wire it up. It's a little bit annoying. But I guess we can just go like this. We need to have a wire like this, and we need to have a sensor right there. Yeah, and then we just need to wait for this to become dormant. I actually forgot one more thing here, and that is to cool down these things. And we have plenty of cooling capacity. If you look here, the polluted water only, yeah, changes slightly in temperature. So what we can do here is actually just add a bit more lead. Let me see, how are we gonna do this? I guess this is not the best way. Let's just do it like that, and like that. This is on the way back, so we're gonna go like so, and like so. And then actually we can just disconnect these for now until they are built, and then we can connect them. Actually, we can already connect the in, because otherwise we might overwrite the type of pipe. But yeah, this should be sufficient to cool these down as well. Yeah, perfect. Anyway, that is gonna be it for the video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't done that yet, and see you in the next video.